Lighting is a little weird, isn't it?
Oh well.
It's obviously a very professional production.
Exactly. Welcome back.
Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Or if you want to give it a few minutes and make sure
that you like us.
I wouldn't be mad if you needed to just give it a few.
Well, tonight I'm drinking the Chimay, the Grand Reserve Ale. Shout out to the folks at Family Eye Care for gifting this for Christmas.
And I'm drinking a 1758 Belgian India Pale Ale, aka IPA.
And we are doing a special episode tonight. It is also going to air as a podcast, so hello out there if you're listening in the podcast world.
I didn't want to cheers either. If you're wondering, Brad's beer is kind of a dark caramely color, and mine is light and see-through. And Eloise says hello.
Cheers.
Hello, Eloise. She has lemons on her onesie.
That's good. We are doing the question and answering vlog podcast again today.
This is not a product review or a baby toy review.
So grab your significant other.
This is couples therapy.
Grab a drink and answer these questions along with us.
Yes, it's gonna be fun. So Brad has questions that he is going to ask and we'll both answer them. How's this gonna work?
Yes. Yeah, of course.
Okay, we'll both answer them. I know, Eloise, this is enchanting. We still have the decorations up from the twins' second birthday party. If you haven't seen the birthday vlog,
it might not be out yet.
We're not sure.
Check it out on our Brad and Rachel YouTube channel.
We have a lot of footage from that.
All right, honey. Do you think you are hard on yourself?
Yes. Yep. What's the next question?
Okay.
Do you think I'm hard on myself?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think you're hard on yourself?
No. No, I think I'm anti-hard on myself.
I agree. Why do you?
That sounds weird.
Why do you think?
Because I don't take things very seriously. And I try.
Do you take your job as a husband seriously?
I try to live my life with integrity, meaning, you know, doing what I think is right, even when no one's looking.
Every decision you make is with intention of being a good person.
Yeah, I try to do that.
You are. You're very successful at it.
So,
I guess that leaves a little room for improvement.
Yeah, I just don't live with regret.
No regrets.
No regrets.
Yeah, that's good.
Why do you feel like you're hard on yourself? Because I know that you are.
You know that I am hard on myself?
Mm-hmm.
Well, unfortunately, I take to heart what people say. And that's not easy to do. I mean, that is easy to do when you live your life on YouTube. It's just not easy to not pay attention to those. Yeah, so if you guys are a subscriber of our vlogging channel, we vlog our lives, and as a result, we end up vlogging a lot of our parenting strategies and our habits, and people can tear you down pretty significantly in one small comment, and I guess I take those to heart, and those stand out to me, and they shouldn't, and I should just stop reading them altogether. But sometimes I ask a genuine question that I want to know the answer to, or I want advice on, and so I do end up reading on accident the ones that are.
And it's unfortunate because 99% of them are good, and it's just
right.
Pretty.
Those just the other ones stand out.
Right.
So there's that, and then I'm a bit of a perfectionist, I guess. I'm type A personality. I've always been I set a pretty high bar for myself, like in school, and so I just have this standard that I try to live up to, and if I fall short, I wish I could do better.
All right, let's get a little less serious.
Okay.
What restaurant would you choose to have on a deserted island with you?
Oh gosh. I'm trying to think of a restaurant that has a huge variety.
Yeah, because you're a breakfast fanatic.
Yeah.
Every year for Rachel's birthday, she wants B for D, breakfast for dinner.
That's true. So I would say, like, what's a buffet? I would want the buffet restaurant that's at the casino that has crab legs and breakfast, and that's what I want.
Just the buffet that's at the casino. That sounds great.
Is that specific enough? The one I was thinking of was the one we went to
with Kenny and Yana
Yeah.
in St. Louis.
Right.
Lumiere, is it
Yeah,
Lumiere?
Lumiere.
Okay, let's say the...
If you've been to the Lumiere in St. Louis under the arch, yeah, it's a great
buffet.
It's a great buffet.
Yeah. That was funny.
Uh-huh.
What restaurant would you want?
Probably my favorite overall restaurant is, I guess, Olive Garden, which is such a chain. And
Not opposite of what we go for.
so we lived in Beaufort, South Carolina, which is this really small town, but it has just these amazing restaurants. Kind of like the Lake of the Ozark, honestly. Lake of the Ozark has a lot of good restaurants.
Do you know it's Lake of the Ozarks?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which is,
Get sure.
yeah, it has a lot of good restaurants, which is, great. But yeah, to just pick a random, like, small little restaurant from Beaufort or
I know,
Lake of the Ozarks,
You got to think about what you would want to eat forever. She may just want to lay down.
yeah, okay, I'll set her down.
I'm going to try his beer while he does that.
I'm back, kidless. Whose TED Talk would you want to be in the audience for?
So I'm not super familiar with TED Talks. Is it just all kinds of people?
Yes, it's an expert in their field that gives like a 20-minute, it could be an hour, it could be 2 hours, it could be short. Just gives a PowerPoint of advice.
So you know who speaks beautifully and who has really interesting things to say, who you wouldn't necessarily think of?
Dax? Shepard?
Oh, well, yeah, but no.
Oh,
That's something you would think of because he has a podcast.
right.
So Andy from Penny and Sparrow.
Oh.
If they did, I don't know if you can
He's
call...
a wordsmith for
I guess
sure.
you could call him an expert in
obviously.
his field because he's
Oh, yeah.
he's a lyricist and his lyrics are so deep, like deeper than I
Yeah, it's like
deeper than I can even understand.
To
sometimes.
interpret the song, you have to do research about what the heck he's talking about.
And he does like incorporate lyrics that have to do with novels that he's read, and he's a very multi-layered fella.
Yeah.
But also like really funny and witty.
Oh, hilarious.
So he
They
would be
both are, Andy and Kyle.
And they're very improv friendly. They just seem like they improv their shows, and it's extremely entertaining. And I feel like he could give a really great talk.
So that's Andy from Penny and Sparrow.
Our favorite band. If you have not heard of them, we'll leave a link in the description box below. They're amazing. All of their music is on YouTube, so you can check out their videos on YouTube. Specifically, the song that our baby girl was named after, Eloise. Beautiful song.
Look at the comments.
Yeah, look at the comments on the video for Eloise.
They're all, Brad and Rach sent me here.
Yeah.
So we'd appreciate some more.
Yeah, go ahead and...
And Penny and Sparrow is like returning the favor. They've reached out to us, sent us a couple stuff. So thank you for doing that.
Thank you
That
very
was
much.
awesome.
Yep.
If you're listening on the podcast and you hear like a thump, that's us putting our beers on the table. That was just
There was
Rachel
one.
putting her beer on the, and this is me taking a drink out of my beer.
So you didn't say who your TED Talk...
My TED Talk, I'd like to see Barack Obama
Ooh.
live. I feel like he would obviously...
But I feel like with him you could just Google a
Like
bunch
a
of
commencement
different...
speech
Yeah, a
or-
bunch of speeches of his and hear him anytime.
Yeah, that's true.
Why don't you pick somebody that...
Okay, Tom Hanks.
Ooh, good one.
I don't know if he's ever... I mean, maybe like an acceptance speech or...
What about Bradley Cooper? That would be good.
Yeah, I'm sure he would have some interesting stuff to say.
I listened to I watched a few YouTube videos on, I was really interested or intrigued by the fact that he produced, what's it called? The movie with Lady Gaga. A Star is Born. I was intrigued that he produced it, and then when I listened to some of his interviews about the movie and like some of his interviews with Lady Gaga, I was just really curious to know if they actually had a thing, I think. And so I kept watching interviews with them together. And the way he describes how he came up with some of the scenes was really, like, I only thought of him as an actor. I never thought of him as a producer. And
Yeah,
he knew what he was doing.
I hope so.
It just makes me, like, want to go back and watch movies knowing what all goes behind the scene down to, like, the camera angle and, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I took multiple, I think 3 or 4 film classes in college. And
I remember when I poured my first beer. What the heck?
Rachel has half beer, half head. It's a really good IPA. If you don't like IPAs, the 1758 is like a really good beginner IPA if you like want to get into some hops. That actually came out of the Aldi Advent calendar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did a beer and a wine Advent calendar.
Okay, Rachel, do you have a celebrity doppelganger? Comment below, message us on your podcast. Anchor is probably who will produce this podcast. Do you have a celebrity doppelganger? I'll go first. What do you think? A lot of people have said that they feel like I look like the guy from New Amsterdam, that new TV show about.
Especially right now. You look like him right now.
I just don't see it. He's thinner than I am. I'm a little bit more muscular.
I like your muscular physique a little better than his string bean physique. And your neck is big.
Yeah,
I can't get my hands around his neck. Hopefully YouTube picks this up as the thumbnail because we can't select our thumbnail on this channel yet. I don't think so.
We're too new to this.
Can you fit your hands around my neck?
Are you kidding me? I could probably do one.
Yeah, do you think that you could pick me up by my throat?
Yeah, definitely.
Have you ever picked a person up by their throat before?
No, I've never been in a fight.
Do you think I could pick you up by your throat? I think you should tell our friends here why you will not engage in a fight.
I'm afraid that I would kill somebody.
What if it really came down to it and somebody was giving me trouble?
I could probably stop before
you actually murdered them. But you think maybe in one punch that would be it.
Yeah, that's the problem.
It's possible.
Yeah, it is.
What got us
really
started
on?
Oh, the New Amsterdam guy, and your neck is a lot thicker than his.
Yeah. I'm about 50 more pounds than he weighs. Okay. Who's your...
I just don't think that I look like any...
I don't think I look like the New Amsterdam guy. I feel like Tim Tebow or...
Yeah.
There's this old bachelor. He's from Iowa. I kind of look like him.
Is that considered a celebrity? I guess so.
He was on The Bachelor.
And then he has one for me. I don't know. I don't think I look like anybody.
Yeah, Elizabeth Shue. Yeah, from one of my favorite movies of all time.
The Babysitter's Club.
No, not Babysitter's Club.
Oh, The Babysitter.
Adventures in Babysitting.
Adventures in Babysitting.
That's a great flick. Yeah.
All right.
But who do people always tell you that you look
like? It was also his childhood crush. So yeah, exactly. I should be flattered by it, but she's...
Yes, you should.
Just how you see her when she comes up when you Google her is her very 80s look. And so it's like...
That's true.
It's hard for me to like be flattered
by that. But who do you look like? Who do people tell you that you look like?
I've got, what's the chick off of Dodgeball?
There's a girl in Dodgeball?
One of the commentators.
Elizabeth.
Not Dodgeball. Pitch Perfect.
Yeah, Elizabeth
Banks. Elizabeth Banks. I've got that.
Is that about it?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully people will comment below.
I don't look like anybody.
And really, we're out of time. Unfortunately, with being a new channel, YouTube limits us to 15-minute videos. So
I think these are my favorite kinds.
I mean, how could you not have fun grabbing a beer and asking questions in front of the camera?
So I was listening to a self-help podcast today on my way home, and it talked about how quarterly you should reflect on things, and it laid out different ways to reflect on the last 3 months, including looking at your planner, looking at the photos in your phone, and one other thing. And it just made me think like we should probably be more reflective so that we can be more intentional with our time. And maybe this is another way that we could do that, because we'll never sit down and do it for ourselves, but we'll do it for you all.
Yes, we will. All right. So, well, hopefully you stuck around and you'll hit that subscribe button for our next video.
If you enjoyed this, thumbs up.
And we'll see you next time. Bye.